We're back with another scary urban legend, and this urban legend originates from Venezuela, and the urban legend is El Silbón, aka the man who whistles or the whistling man. So before I get into it, make sure to subscribe down below today, because I'm posting Spanish lessons and all that other stuff every single day. So and make sure to subscribe to my gaming channel too, because I'm going to be posting a video on there. I'm going to be posting a video on there later today, later tonight. And also, guys, take a look at this. I finally set up my Christmas tree. There's nothing there yet because we haven't decorated it yet. So that's what my Christmas tree looks like for now. But I'd say, without further ado, let's get into the legend of El Silbón, aka the Whistling Man. All right. So the legend of El Silbón is the ghost of a man who roams the forests or dark roads late at night, carrying a bag of bones on his shoulder. Yes, you heard me right. He carries a bag on his shoulder containing a bunch of human bones. And it is said that the bag measures up to 3 meters high. And he walks through the forest or dark roads late at night while making his famous whistling noise. Now, if you never heard that whistling noise, let me play a video for you guys.
¿De Silbón? Sí, Silbón.
Now, the legend of El Silbón is the ghost of a man who carries a 3 meter high sack on his shoulder filled with human bones. And he roams through the woods or dark roads late at night, making his famous whistling noise. Now, legend says if you hear that whistle close by, then that means you're safe. Then that means he's far away. But if you hear that whistle far away, run. That means he's probably like right in front of you. Now, the backstory. Now this legend dates all the way back to the 19th century. And I'm gonna be telling you the backstory behind it. So let's get into it. Alright, so the backstory behind the legend of El Silbón. So El Silbón was a spoiled child who would always cry to get what he wants. One day, he was not pleased with the food his mother made for him and demanded he wanted to eat deer. Yeah, you heard me right. Eat deer. So his father wanted to please his son, so he went out and tried to go hunting for a deer. Then El Silbón got tired of waiting for his father to come back home, so he went out and tried to look for him. When he found him, he realized that his father came back empty-handed. And in a fit of rage, he grabbed a knife. He grabbed a knife and plunged his father to death. And is that it? And is that if it's not bad enough, he literally ripped open his father's stomach and grabbed like all of his organs out of his body. Then he took them back to his mother to cook for him. And the mother, without realizing what his son had done, she began to cook what she thought was deer parts. But then she slowly started to realize the unthinkable. She asked her son, "Hey, where is your father?" And without any hesitation, El Silbón confessed to what he had done, murdering his father. Then the mother started to curse her son out. Then that's when his mother and his grandfather released their dogs on him to attack him. And if that is not bad enough, then the mother grabbed lemon juice and chile and poured it inside his wounds to burn him. Then after the dogs were done consuming him, El Silbón roams the forest or dark roads late at night, carrying a sack of bones on his shoulder, which two believed that they're the bones of his father. And he does all this while making his famous whistling noise. And once again, if you hear that noise far away, that means he's close by, so you better run. But if you hear that noise close by, then that means he's far away. So either way, you're safe. So that's the version of the story that we've all been told. But there's actually another version of the story. Then there's actually like another version of the story because that's the version that I like we've all been told. But you might hear a different version depending on where you're from. And there's actually another version that originates from Colombia. And I'm gonna be telling you that version as well. Alright, so this version is kinda like the same thing as the last version of the story, but it's still a little bit different. So in the last story, I told you that I told you that El Silbón was a spoiled child, and and he would cry, and like he would do anything to like get his way. So there's one time his mother made him food, and he wasn't pleased with that. So he demanded he demanded his father to go out and bring. So he demanded that he wanted to eat deer. So his father went out to hunt down a deer for him. It was later that night when Silbón was getting tired of waiting. So he went out to try and look for his father. When he eventually found him, he realized that his father came back empty-handed. And in a fit of rage, he literally grabbed a knife and murdered his father to death. And if that is not graphic as it seems, he literally ripped open his father's stomach and grabbed literally all of his organs out of his stomach that he brought back for his mother to cook for him. And the mother, not realizing what he had done, she thought that she was cooking deer parts for him. But in reality, these were not deer parts. These were the remains of his father. So, and then she slowly started to realize the unthinkable. She then asked, hey, where's your father? And then without any hesitation, Silbón confessed to the murder of his father. And then his mother cursed him out. And then his grandfather overheard it. So his grandfather grabbed him, took him outside, tied him to a tree, and then started like beating him with the whip over and over and over again until his back what was red and raw. Then he proceeded to pour lemon juice and hot sauce into his wound so that the lemon and hot sauce would burn him. Then after that, the grandfather unleashed his 2 dogs on him to attack him. Then after the dogs were done brutally attacking him, Silbón roams the forest or the streets at night, making his famous whistling noise. And it is said that if you hear that noise close by, that means he's far away. But if you hear it far away, then that means he's right in front of you, so you better run. But other times, Silbón would sneak into people's houses at night, and he would dump the bag of he would dump the bag of all of his victims' bones on the ground and start counting them. And legend says if nobody wakes up, if nobody hears him counting the bones, and if nobody wakes up, then somebody randomly in the house will die before sunrise. But if all the family members are awake while are awake while he's counting the bones, and if they hear him counting, then all the family members will experience a good luck. and this urban legend is mostly active at night and during the rainy seasons. So, so I would recommend being careful around that time. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And so I would see you guys later tonight for a gaming video. Peace out.